Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? I hope things are going well for you, and I hope that you've had blessings recently. I would love your feedback on the last video for blessings. I've had some great feedback already, and in fact, I've also had a blessing myself. Um, oh my God, it's really hard to explain, but because it's like it's personal to me. And you ever like, I don't know, tell a story and then when you say it out loud, it's not probably it's not well received, and people are like, really, like that's it. But really, it depends on perspective, perception, and also what things mean to you personally. So what I'm saying is, my blessing was I got this thing in the mail, and it was from St. Joseph's Indian School. And I immediately got chills up and down my spine. First of all, I've never received mail from them. I've heard of them. Maybe 20 years ago, I donated to them. It's been that long. But anyway, the last package my father ever sent, well, we finished that transaction. When my father passed, he had a big package uh, addressed to that school. And, well, we sent it after he passed because, of course, that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted to do. So fast forward to now, I get this envelope from that school, and I said, oh my God, I can't explain it. It's just, and I think you do get it though. I got such chills immediately. And now I opened the thing. And I don't know if you know, but in New York, they just passed a no plastic bag law. And that's great if that's what it's for. If it's for the environment, then that's awesome. But meanwhile, they're charging 5 cents per paper bag now. Or you can buy the cloth bags for 50 cents, whatever. The point is, now we've gotten a bunch of cloth bags, of course, which we already had some anyway, but sometimes you don't know how many bags you need, right? So I was just talking with my husband about this before I opened this package, and I said, gee, I would like to get some more bags, so that when we go to the grocery store or I go, I have enough and I don't have to pay for additional or whatever. So meanwhile, I opened this envelope yesterday from St. Joseph's Indian School, and guess what's in there? A bag, a cloth bag. Really cool looking one. Boy, I wish I would have brought it up here. Maybe next time. But it's with Indian feathers on it. It's really cute. But the thing is, my father was really psychic. When he was alive, it was so, we'd always laugh because all of a sudden he'd come over or he'd put something in the mail and go, oh, do you need this? I thought you can use this. And it was always something that we had just mentioned we needed. It was so bizarre. So anyway, I got this package, I got this bag for grocery, and I know without a doubt in my heart and spirit that that was a blessing about my father. So anyway, the ritual worked for me. And if you don't know which video I'm talking about, it's the one right before this. Lots of people had some good experiences, and I wanted to share mine. Okay, so there you go. Anyway, let's get to it. Today, I want to try and help with addiction. Gosh, there's so much to say, but The thing is, addiction, when we hear that word, oh, I don't have that. Yes, you do. We all have some kind of addiction. Some people it's food, some people it's coffee, some people it's sex or video games or gambling. It's not always about drugs or alcohol, you know. Nonetheless, if it's hurting you and your ability to thrive in this world, or it's hurting your life and the people around you, then it's an issue. I think that's fair to say. The thing is, there are tons of people, good people, who are affected by addiction. Families of loved ones, of course, but I mean the people who are addicted. I honestly, truly believe they're all good people. Uh, First case scenario is, of course, somebody who needed opioids or something similar for pain. They get on this pain medicine and that's it, they're hooked. And now they're doing everything they can to feed that addiction. Are they terrible people? Oh God, no. No. They've just been consumed by a substance that they couldn't control. They can't control. Other scenarios are that people are overwhelmed by emotions. They have mental health issues, which that's another thing that I'd love to talk about one day. You know, I had touched on a lot of these subjects years and years ago in past shows. I know that one show I did was about addiction. Another was about mental illness and the stigma around all of them. It's probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago, or something around those lines, on my Quantum Rewind show on Blog Talk. But it's always okay to revisit this, you know. I personally have watched so many people destroy themselves with these addictions, substance abuse in particular. And it's not that they're weaker than me or you. It's not that they're messed up more than you or I. Look, it could happen to anybody, you know. So no judgment coming from me. I just want help, you know. And quite frankly, in all my experience with those who have had addictions, and I've lost a good amount of people. I lost people I really, really love to overdose and things like that. And I could tell you, it's a horrific thing to watch somebody so beautiful, and every one of you all are, addiction or not, but to watch somebody so beautiful destroy themselves and a piece of them taken away little by little, day by day. I have to tell you, it's heartbreaking, but also there isn't a lot we can do. You know, oh, that's good. It's coffee. See, speaking of addiction, my husband's worse than I, but still, I love me some coffee. So anyway, when we see that, we feel so helpless, you know, rightly so. What can we do that isn't enabling, you know, because there's a fine line between codependency and enabling. and all that. So, like, yeah, there isn't a lot we can do. Quite frankly, all we can do is pray, put our positive energy, our positive thoughts, energetic work, everything we can do that's supportive and not codependent, to help them along their journey, because it's their journey. We've heard this before, but what does it mean? It means that they have to want to help themselves. That's number one, and you know that if you've been in the addiction, because it's like there's three people affected when we have one who's abusing substances, and that's the person themselves, their family, and their friends, right? So what is it that we can do for them, short of prayers and energy work? Nothing. It's up to them. It really is up to them, and that can be a really, and I'm sorry, no pun intended, it could be a really hard pill to swallow. And that's why I've been thinking about it for quite some time, and I've decided I really want to try and help with, addictions. And the thing is, if you know someone who's addicted and they just can't seem to get sober, I think is the word they use, or they can't seem to get aligned enough to do this and want this for themselves, because that's the first step, is the want. We got to get them the want to do that. So many people are not even aware, that thing. They're in denial, and they say, well, I can stop anytime. Okay, I am not addicted, I'm fine. And again, these people are just doing things to survive, just like you and I, okay? They're not horrible people, and when they do horrible things, it's not them, it's the addiction driving them. It's not a cop-out, it's the truth. If somebody has a brain tumor and it's causing them to have cognitive issues that cause them to be maybe nasty or unlike themselves, we don't blame them. We don't say, that piece of whatchamacallit, da-da-da-da, I'm not talking to them again. We recognize it as an illness, and we try to have offense and try to prepare for when they do go off, or whatever it is, just like mental illness too, which still is a stigma, but not as bad as people who are addicted. It's true. Some of I run a very busy taxi service. I deal with all kinds of people from all works of life. I call it the cast of characters, and certainly my husband and I have come across many, many people with drug issues. Okay, it's not always easy to be in the state of, okay, it's just their addiction to drugs. It's not what they think of me personally. It's not personal. It's just them trying to survive. Their program is, and it's a valid program for what it is, right? It's, I need drugs to feel better. I need drugs to feel better. If we're hungry, we eat, right? We're thirsty, we drink. When we get a touch of something that we think helps us, makes us feel good, it's never, it's always a false thing, right? It's a band-aid on something else. But nonetheless, it's just a survival response. They're in survival mode in a different way than you and I are. But nonetheless, it's a survival thing where they're just doing what they can to perpetuate their addiction, to feed their addiction. Okay? There's no judging that. All we want to do here today is try to help. So, after all of this talk and whatnot, I would like to offer a little bit of energetic work. What you can do, like I was about to say, what you can do, and I don't, it's up to you, judgment wise, moral wise, ethics wise. Personally, I think if it's for their best good, that their higher self would want help. So this is up to you and your beliefs. Remember now, we all have different beliefs and nobody's right and nobody's wrong. It's just a matter of what suits us, truly, you know? So my recommendation, if you know someone close to you or not, and they are in the grips of addiction, you may play this silently in the background, and any bit helps, right? So you can play this with the sound off in their presence if you'd like. You can have them watch it. Hello, thank you for being here, you know, or if it's for you, I really hope this helps you. You know, energy work and healing is very intelligent. The energy is very intelligent, in my opinion and in my experience. And so, in my years of practice, I have found that sometimes the healing isn't a magic bullet. Well, you know, I don't think anything's a magic bullet. There's so many things involved. But anyway, I have found that my healings have sometimes just led people to where they have to go to get further healing. You know, it's sometimes it's not always so black and white where, hey, look, a physical pain is gone. You know, that's all well and good. But if somebody has posture issues and I heal their back and they are pain free for 2 days, but then the back pain comes back, it's because they're hunched over. I mean, I don't have that great of a posture either, but you know, it's like that's something that they need to correct, and that's beyond what I can do, right? And so that's my point here. Sometimes the energy work is a bridge to the next level, you know? So have faith. No matter what, guys, have faith in the universe. You know, certainly not me, because I am just, I don't know how you want to put it. I put it like I'm just the facilitator. I am honored enough and blessed enough that the universe works with me and I work with her, you know. So it's nothing to do with me and everything to do with the coordination and cooperation of the universe. I mean, it's a gorgeous thing. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and try and put some good work, some good energy out, some good old-fashioned energy medicine for addictions. And you don't have to be on drugs for this. If you have weight issues or drinking issues or gaming issues, whatever it is, let's do this, okay? So, uno momento, por favor. As we get into the flow, wonderful sun and breeze coming in. Thank you. We'll breathe in and breathe out. for 4. Wonderful. Asking the universe to come and join and assist us today. Excellent. Here we go. Right. You are so not your addiction. The universe understands. She holds you in her hammock of love and tells you it's okay. No judgment from her. But much like myself and your loved ones, the universe wants you to have a happy, healthy life. There's nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to regret. The universe brings us to our knees so that we can stand proud again and help someone else who was once there too. There are no accidents. And you are done with this lesson. It's time to move on and be who you're going to be without the constraints of addiction. You are whole. The universe wants you to be whole. Take all its nutrients and nurturing. Exchange that for the substances, the behaviors, the things that you crave that no longer serve you. Let the universe fill you instead with love, with love, with love, acceptance, contentment, completeness. One more time. Excellent. Perfect. Thank you, universe, and all our healing ancestors who have assisted us so wonderfully today. I sincerely hope this helps you or your loved one. Um, may God bless you and give you everything that you need to succeed and progress and thrive and do better. Um, Thank you so much for watching this. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share if you think it's going to be helpful. I sure do appreciate you. I wish you so much good stuff, and I hope you have like a fabulous day. And until next time, bye.